I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get it faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't.
Alrighty, YouTube, what is up? Auxbeam, you know, I've been dealing with some Auxbeam products here recently. They sent me these headlights. It isn't really one of the items that I picked, but so far, I mean, they look good. They're nice and heavy. Way heavier than the stuff that I normally buy on Amazon. But they sent them to me to install and do a review with. And initially they wanted them in this. Or I'm pretty sure that they wanted them in this because they found me on YouTube. The reason they're not going in this is because I don't have turn signals, and this halo ring is my turn signal. I actually cut the plugs and socket and everything off of that and used the wiring on the headlight. So I can't put them in this, but the cool thing is the Blazer, which has same headlights as this Jeep, and this Jeep all take the same headlight. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start ripping this thing apart. If I remember how to take this thing apart. And I've had these headlights for a month. I will try to get the item number for these headlights and a roundabout price. I don't even have screws on that. My daughter wrecked this thing, and all this front end stuff has been replaced on here. Like the whole front end. Which is why this cheap Amazon thing has that bubble in it from the heat. It's because it's a cheap Amazon aftermarket header panel. And grill and everything else. So at some point of my life, I need to actually go to Pick and Pull and get a new header panel and Raptor liner this thing black. So this is a nice, this is one of the more expensive LED bulbs. These are really nice and bright. And the plastic. But my daughter, when she wrecked this Jeep, she hit it on this side over here. And that headlight survived. It's got some scratches in it from the wreck. But surprisingly, it actually survived that wreck. So here we can notice some difference already. On the front, this one has a lot more lights in it. I think this unit here only has like 2 LED pads. This has a lot. But look at the depth difference. Also, the whole back side of this light appears to be a heat sink for the LED. So this might actually be a really good light. And I'm sure that this little plug here, which I'm not hooking up, is just for your daytime running light, which I absolutely do not like. It saves my butt in the rain though. So we have a state law down here that if you have your headlights on, you have to have your daytime or your headlights on.
If it's raining.
Yeah, if it's raining and you got your wipers on. Well, lucky for me, having the headlights that come on with the key, it saves my butt because I actually never turn my headlights on. This is gonna be tricky. I'm probably gonna drop this and y'all gonna hear me cuss a few times. Oh, I got it. I got it. That went smoother than I thought it was going to, guys. And that one. Now, it don't seem to fit in the housing is good. That's kind of loose and that's tightened up. So look at this, guys. That's all the way tightened down and that's loose. So I'm willing to bet it has a lot to do with this thickness right here. So this means I'm gonna have to pull this headlight back out and gently bend the outer lip where it folds in of this chrome ring kind of inward just to do this review on these headlights, which has taken a lot more time than I anticipated. But let's just see if it even comes on.
You got a strip with 2 lights.
Wow, so the center is all that lights up. And on that one, the top is all that lights up. And I will say that that's considerably bright and actually kind of looks cool. What does she do on the old high beam?
She's very bright.
So the whole thing lights up on the high beam.
Like, that's kind of dim. That's
So
kind of bright.
It's actually not a bad looking headlight. But the damn thing is just loose, guys, look. I mean, I can actually push it back and forth quite a bit. So that's no bueno, guys. That's no bueno. Let me see what I can do to this thing to get it to tighten up a little bit in there. Well, that thickness is about the same as that one. So I got a plan. That's why I sing you this foam pad. So they sing you this foam pad so you can double it up like this. You can get back in here. You can tuck it back there. And then we can test this, guys. See how this does. Oh, look at that. I get this other screw in here. This is going to be perfect, guys. Okay, so that didn't work. I mean, honestly, did I really think it was going to? I honestly did. I really thought that that was gonna work. Don't ask why. I literally just I'm like, yep, this is gonna work. So maybe we just need an extra piece, you know. I can only use half of this because the other half goes for the other headlight. Oh yeah, that's tight. So Auxbeam, if any of your reps are watching, I'm gonna say that this is gonna be one issue with your headlights. Even though they seem a little better built than my old Amazon specials, I have to use the packaging they come with to get them in there so they don't. Oh, look at that, guys. Now that right there, that's how you do it. See, nice snug fit. Put this old housing back in there to hold my turn signal in. Look at that, guys.
Before, after.
Baby, I can't find the hole. Baby, I can't find the hole. She's over here like, hell, I know. All right, guys, so we got the first headlight in. What y'all thinking? Which one looks better? That Auxbeam that I just put in, or that old Amazon special? I'm pretty sure that this light's gonna cost quite a bit more than this one. And that one's been a good light. Don't even, you know, because I had these at one time in my blue Jeep, which is why I put them in here, because they were good, nice and bright. And then my wife had a YJ Jeep. I had them in it. So these lights will fit any car that just takes a big square light. They will fit. That's like your late 70s G bodies, trucks, Ford, Chevy,
Square bodies.
Jeeps. Yeah, anything that takes one big headlight, these headlights will go in there. So far, I'm impressed with how bright they are compared to these, because these, you know, the reason I actually got them for my daughter is I wanted her to be able to see at night. Because we always live in a nice country environment, you know. You got my headlight spacer for me ready?
It blew at me.
My wife literally just set this down by me, which it's my my headlight spacer. I do appreciate Auxbeam reaching out to me. It actually lets me know that people are watching me on YouTube. And you know, like I said, so far the only complaint I do have
It's fitment.
about the lights is
Fitment.
that they fit loose in there. Which I kind of get it. I think a lot of these newer LEDs all fit loose in these housings, because I actually think the depth of this, it like kind of bottoms out back there.
It's shaped like the original.
Yeah, and with the newer lights being made considerably thinner, I think that plays a huge part on why they are fitting kind of sloppy. Just making sure, okay, that they gonna go in the same way, which is the cord at the bottom. We'll just sit this old girl right there, and they feel so much heavier than the other lights. Now I'm not gonna praise Auxbeam at all, but I do love the Auxbeam switch panels, guys. If you've seen my other videos talking about the switch panel and posting the switch panel, even for car audio guys like me that run a lot of accessories, them switch panels they have are just, they're neat. You know, I mean, Spark Innovations, we know we love the guys at Spark, you know. I mean, my wife's sporting the fannies in her blazer.
Those are my fannies.
But even them guys do not sell anything remotely as cool as the Auxbeam switch panel. It's just kind of groundbreaking. All right, let's see if we got two headlights. High beam, bright as hell. Well, there we go, guys. Ain't nothing like coming home after a long day of work and installing some headlights for a review on YouTube. Feel obligated though, since they sent me the headlights, and headlights are a very important part of your car. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I like the look of that. I like the look of the low beam where it's just got this center lit up. I mean, that'll look cool at night. Especially when you're sitting at a red light across from somebody, that'll kind of look cool. Like I said, I couldn't use them on the blue Jeep because they don't have a turn signal. On the blue Jeep, when I got them lights, I decided to just spray paint this black so it's no longer usable, and I cut the wires and hooked them to the turn signal lights on there. So, all in all, I haven't driven at night with them yet. They are brighter than these, and like I said, I originally bought my wife and daughter these same headlights because they were nice and bright. Actually bright enough that people would high beam me when I was on low beam. These might cause that issue because they seem quite a bit brighter than these. But it's important, especially if you live like out in the country and you got to drive like out of the city to get home at night. It's really important to have a good bright headlight. And obviously LED's the way to go. Some LED headlights are made better than others. These say they're a DOT headlight. This doesn't say anything. So
We don't ask, we don't tell.
but I do appreciate Auxbeam for sending me the headlights. I will put a link to these bad boys in the item description. Right now I like them, and they do seem better quality than these. These are just so bulky that they really fit in the housing nice and tight, and with them being a lot thinner style, the fitment, you know, was kind of sloppy in there. But hey, the foam, that plastic foam stuff they send you that the headlights are in, that is a really good spacer to put behind them. It ain't gonna hurt nothing because it's a plastic type foam. It ain't gonna biodegrade anytime in the next 40 years, and the heat ain't really gonna hurt it because it ain't the kind of foam that gets like melty from low heat. So I'd say you're all good, guys. So anyway, thank you, Auxbeam. Thank y'all for watching this video. If you're interested in these bad boys, I will put a link in the description. Peace out, guys, and as always, headlight on.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a